All right, it's another round 2 match. It's Lizard versus. It's actually Ggriffin. I know it's Iizard, but I'm still going to call him Lizard because Iizard's too hard to say. Anyway, let's zoom out a little bit. This is Lizard in the top right. Top right. No, there's the top right. Empty. Look. This is I think I've actually gone insane. This is Lizard up in the top left. This is Ggriffin down in the bottom right. So it's PvP, and we're on Winter's Gate. It's a nice open map. Plenty of. It's quite a wide map, you know, tucked away down here in the corner or up here. You're really quite far from anything. So, you know, you can get away with a hidden expo on a map like this for sure. Plenty of paths to fly, stuff around those edges. Very little dead airspace. So not a great map for Protoss Air. It looks like Lizard's going for a cannon rush. So does Ggriffin surely sees this? I mean, it's right in his face. How do you, like, it's there, look. Like, you know, look at that. It's there. Anyway, it's going to get 3 workers working on this pylon, and they are going to kill that without any bother. Matey's going to come down here and go ham on this cannon, and he should kill that first cannon, but the other one is going to finish up. So he's going to need to pull this zealot because it isn't going to get anything done there at all. And in fact, it does die. Needs to cancel that, but yeah, okay. But all he needs here is a stalker. That's all. You know, a stalker ends this, and so I'd like to see the chrono boost of getting that stalker out. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. Because the stalker can just sit here, kill the worker. Go ahead, kill the worker, but do not go in range of the... Now you can just kill this at his leisure. And then he can kill these ground things at his leisure as well. So, not the best cannon rush I've ever seen, but it has delayed the expo. Whereas Lizard's expo is almost done. So not the worst cannon rush I've seen either. Didn't overcommit. So in many ways, it was actually pretty good. I'm not sure what this worker's doing here. Yeah, so this is very much the move. If you know about this, you just send the worker up to give sight and just be an absolute foot. I'm not really sure what he's at. You know, there's 2 stalkers here. Why wouldn't you just be killing this pylon? Just that ends this pretty quickly. And you know, always in general, yeah, it's a bit of a mix. If you're shooting for free, kill the pylon. If you're not shooting for free, kill the cannons. Cannons are easier killed, but if you kill the pylon, there's always a chance that you supply block your opponent. So there's that. So Blink is coming, a Stargate is coming. There's still only 1 gateway here, and there's a lot of minerals in the bank. The same is true on the other side of the map. Still only 1 gateway, and weirdly, like, upgrades. Yeah, we've got upgrades coming out while we're still on 1 gateway. It's not every day you see that. There is a 3rd coming down, so Lizard is not in bad shape, really. That cannon rush actually working out reasonably well. Let's have a quick look at this tab, because I don't know why I do it, because I've actually got that information down here. You can see that Lizard's well ahead in workers. You know, the cannon rush having delayed this by so much. But army-wise, Cross IDEP is in much better shape. And does, I believe, have Blink, whereas, let's have a look at upgrades. Yeah, it does have Blink. While his opponent's got +1. So yeah, I don't know. These 2 Void Rays on their own, there's nothing here to contest them, so they should be able to level the worker count a little bit. But as soon as the stalkers come down, they are going to have to run. Don't stand and fight these stalkers. You're just going to lose expensive Void Rays. There was no need for that. There was no need for that at all. I mean, look at this area that you could have run into and then come in and harassed here. So an unnecessary loss of the Void Rays, but did reduce the worker gap a little bit. But with this 3rd up, you know, Lizard can just build workers so much more quickly than Ggriffin can. It is going to be Stargate. Oh, what is this build? Twilight double Robo double Stargate. You don't see that. It's not how they do it in the GSM, I'll tell you that for free. So Lizard's going to come in with an observer here and get a nice free scout. There's no detection of any kind here from cross-eyed stroke Ggriffin. Needs to balance his worker count a little bit. Like, this is undersaturated, this is over. So, you know, a little bit of housekeeping wouldn't go astray, just shuffle those workers about. This Oracle, I don't believe, has done anything, and I'd love to see it do something. You know, that would cheer me up a bit. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, is it going to do anything? Hasn't switched it on though. He just flew in and just showed his opponent that he had it in the mineral line, but didn't actually switch on the beam. So Oracle achieves nothing. Let's have another look at those upgrades. So both players with charge. Ggriffin with blink as well, but it's 1-1 from the forge for Lizard. Lizard appears to have air upgrades, but the last time I checked, he didn't have a Stargate. So 2 Stargates in 3 Stargates in production. This is going to be an air transition. I don't like the SimCity that I'm seeing here. Like, how do these stalkers get out? If a bunch of zealots turn up here, how long is it going to take these stalkers to get to them? Can they fit out through that way? I don't think so. Can they go that way? I don't think so. So I think they're going to have to walk all the way around here, file through here, through here, through here. That is nasty. These are all dead by the time that happens. Tell you that for free. That is that is a lot of Dark Templar. Is there any detection? Nope. So these DTs, that is so many DTs. You could even just focus down the Nexus and look how quickly that goes down. That is a rude amount of DTs. Yeah, a bit late now. Are there observers being built? Nope. Nope. So the only thing he can do really here is warp in sentries while he rushes the observers. He's still not building observers. How do you lose those DTs to things that don't move? Hang on. Please tell me that didn't just occur. He's come in here, seeing that there's 3 cannons building and he's about to be revealed, so he's just wanting to stay and wait for that to happen. All he had to do was like move down here. I don't know. That is nasty, man. Nasty. Anyway, yeah, it's a 4-base Protoss now against 3. So Lizard, holding all the cards really, has a massive worker lead. Stop building workers, Lizard. You're at 93 workers. That is, for a Protoss, a little more than necessary, to be honest. You've kind of tipped over the balance point where now you're just eating into the available supply for your army, rather than doing good. 93 is a little high for my liking. So Void Rays are going to come in here for Ggriffin, and actually, yeah, you know, these could well get some stuff done. But there's more Void Rays for Lizard. I don't think there's Void Ray speed for either of our players, is there? Oh, there is. Lizard's got Void Ray speed. So, yeah, so Griffin's Void Rays are always going to get wrecked by that. Even attacking with a worker here, Lizard is all over you. You know? Not giving you a minute's piece. So Ggriffin really needs to formulate a plan here, something that's going to be effective. He knows his opponent's got Void Rays. That is so many Immortals. That is going to shut down anything on the ground pretty effectively, but they can't shoot up, so it's going to get nasty. You know, I'd almost be tempted to send the Immortals down here to focus down this Nexus and then just recall them home when the Void Rays show up. And you might lose like 1 Immortal, but you know, you definitely get most of them out, because what are these going to, they're going to 2-shot a Nexus, would that be correct? There just isn't enough here that shoots up, but there's a handful of Stalkers, there's no shield battery to support them. Oh, he's just about going to clean it up with 3 Stalkers left, 1 on very low health indeed. So yeah, these Immortals will make very, very short work of cannons and such. They're just going to one-shot them, but you know, he hasn't built anything additional that shoots up is the problem here. And so the Void Rays are just going to focus everything down uncontested. The DT's in the mix as well. It's pretty ugly, to be honest. It's 95 army supply to 14, and all that remains really is for Lizard to A-click across the map and finish it. And he's not played a bad game. He's kept his opponent under pressure. He's opened with the cannons. He didn't overcommit. Just built sort of one pylon, 1 or 2 cannons. Didn't get carried away and spam out cannons everywhere like an absolute foot. The DTs, very successful harass with them. Careless to lose them, yes, but nevertheless they got work done. Yeah, and the sort of the Void Rays in the mix as well with speed, cranking out of 3 Stargates, the rapid expanding over the map. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Generally, it's a robust play. It's solid. Ggriffin on the back foot pretty much the whole time. He's going to lose this again. Still hasn't built a single observer. Now these DTs, you don't want to be walking into cannons. They could focus the cannon down, but that's not what they've done. So they're just going to die really for free there. I'm not so sure about that. There was no need for that. It just kind of doesn't matter, does it? GG.